First, the top headlines. Manipur security forces crack down on militant network with 13 arrests in separate operations. Womenfolk stormed at the residence of Joykumar, warned to ban as a candidature in future. Don't want to politicize Manipur issue. Amit Shah accuses TMC of hypocrisy over Sandesh Kali incident. Seven Manipur MLAs meet Himanta Biswa Sarma in Guwahati amid political churn. And a landmark step towards inclusion. Ex-Manipur Chief Minister hails passage of Waqf bills. Hello and a very good evening. Welcome to ELITETV. You're watching Primetime English News. I'm Chongtham, Amrita, and these are the news in details. Security forces in Manipur arrested 13 active militants affiliated with various proscribed underground outfits in separate operations on April 3 across multiple districts of strife-torn state. The coordinated crackdown with the police aimed at curbing extortion and recruitment activities linked to banned militant organizations. The personnel on April 3 arrested 2 active members of Kangleipak Communist Party, Noyon, from Kairao Wangkhem Mamang Laikai in Imphal East. The individuals identified as Chingakham Lala Maitei, 35 years, and Laikuram Henju Maitei, 36 years, were found in possession of a .32 pistol loaded with 04 live rounds and in the magazine and 2 mobile phones. In another operation, the Manipur police arrested 2 active cadres of outlawed outfit UPPK organization, namely Laishram Birjit Singh, 39 years, of Kaishampa Thongchom Laikai, and Chungkham Milan Singh, 31 years, of Narimthong Kulem Laikai. The arrestees were involved in extortion of money from the various private schools located at Imphal area. From their possession, the 2 two-wheelers, 2 mobile phones, 5 ID cards, and a vehicle registration certificate were seized. On the same day, security forces arrested 1 active cadre of Kangleipak Communist Party, People's War Group, identified as Angom Ibojo Singh, 49 years, from Moirang Khoiru, Mayai Lambi in Bishnupur. The arrested person was directly involved in extortion from the general public, local businessmen, cement godowns, and government institutions at Moirang area and recruitment of new cadre in their proscribed group. 2 active members of PRIPAK, namely Sandam Gandhi Maitei, 45 years, of Haurebi Mayai Laikai, Imphal West District, and Kangemam Jilangamba Maitei, 40 years, of Haurebi Mayai Laikai, Imphal West, were arrested in connection with extortion of money from the general public, government offices, schools, among others. 2 mobile phones and 2 wallets were seized from their possession. Security forces also arrested 1 active cadre of KYKL Sorepa, namely Thongam Roshan Singh, 35 years, of Khongdom, Kebaching, Thawal District, from Uningkong area for involvement in extortion activities from general public from various areas of Thawal District. Another operation saw the arrest of 1 active member of KYKL organization, Maibam Nauja Singh, 37 years, of Awang Seng Mai Kuno Maka, Imphal West District. The arrested person was held for involvement in serving monetary demand or threat to teachers of various colleges located in and around Imphal area since December 2024. From his possession, the following items were seized: 2 mobile handsets, a wallet containing a sum of Rs 2,400, an Aadhaar card, and a 2-wheeler. On the same day, security forces arrested 2 UG cadres of 2 different outfits from Imphal East districts and 1 active member of RPF/PLA, namely Yendrembam Athoiba Meitei, 24 years, from Chingaril Tejpur Mayai Lekai, Imphal East, from his residence. Another active cadre member of KCP City Meitei, namely Okram Herojit Singh, 31 years, was held from Paknung Sangomsang Litan Makong in Imphal East district. Irate women protesters attempt to storm the residence of the NPP Manipur unit president, expressing strong condemnation against his recent remark given to Arambai Tengol. Today, many women protesters attempted to storm the residence of the president of the NPP Manipur unit, Yumnam Joykumar, located at Naremthong under Imphal West. The protest was related to his recent remarks on Meitei body, Arambai Tengol, made in X. Recently, Joykumar had posted on his X stating that Birenji misjudged the Kuki Meitei conflict's roots. The tribal students' rally against the High Court's ST status order for Meiteis was a law and order issue he let spiral into communal strife. Why did his government allow massive rallies, withdraw commandos from Chorachandpur and led groups like Arambai Tengol attack Kukis? Condemning the given remark, volunteers of Apunba Manipur Ima Singh, United Manipur Mothers, yesterday urged Joykumar to apologize for his remark till today morning. Women protesters are aggrieved as they didn't see any satisfactory response from Joykumar. As a follow-up step, they attempted to storm the residence of the former Deputy Chief Minister in Imphal West District, but were stopped by police personnel deployed at his locality. However, few representatives were allowed to meet Joykumar. Later after the meeting, the president of the Apunba Manipur Ima Singh briefed to media that Joykumar said he had already made corrections in his tweet and changed Arambai into civilians. Yet he refused to tender an apology for his remarks, which is very unfortunate. Meanwhile, the National People's Youth Front Manipur State Committee of National People's Party in a letter to Arambai Tengol stated, "We have since removed 80 from the said post. It is most unfortunate that this misunderstanding occurred and we share your hurt. Let us work together to avoid misunderstanding in the future." NPP stands with Arambai Tengol and other village volunteers who have sacrificed for our state, it stated. It also said that the recent post has led to unintended tensions between the Arambai Tengol and NPP and deemed is as unfortunate.
Torbung Bangla, the Sangsalaga Moina say to Pairaga, Tauramdraba, Nasi Aquina says that young Maitei Meansina, Hingi Base, Lady Base, Labor Pangam the Basuya, Tangla se Moina, like Kutum Salam Basuya. Adubu Mana Pabunze Kumana Hantoki Bamagi, statement of Handopiu, Lale, Nataga is Hoigre Hybawaise, Haibu Haiduna Panahan Langonda, Aquing Narangi Puntarabo, Kazagibane Matamze. Aduma sengdoraktre mangak aduki matikale mana mangak kalabanina kanmagi matungina makatarak po ay na khoi Manipur ya Apunba Ima Singh na mongonda thamjariba wahi se ma social media da thopa su yaroi ma platform amata da karak pa su yaroi haiba mana sengdoi hairagadi akoina mana karak pa matam da akoina khut paira singdagani Manipur Apunba Ima Singh na aduga ma bhole pa su yaroi sigi wahi se akoi Manipur Apunba Ima Singh thamjari
Ado pabung Joykumar da koina haijabasi mana Kuki tay attack tawi haiba Arambai na tawi haiba matek se sija ai soigre na ha sengdokpi haijabani koina haibada mana haibana mana magi Twitter da sengdokre sineba magi kanu singa sainoi da supira amane adu sengdokre sineba civilians na on kre sineba akoina adu on bado natte ba hainingi na press meham la ingai sida wathok se sakthok ta na bagi da makta ai soigre matek sima ai lan gre haiba wahi se hayu haibane ba hayu ya deba si akoina sida karino haidoi se aramba isa sing sida akoina kari haiga dorino moigi apamba do akoi tanaraga kaino matung taba akoi khanara ma moi NPP ki party ki president mingsat sokani haibagi ma sing do uya dabara haibasi masu koi sing na bale makha ta base angang haiga tanaraga kai tauba yage haibado adugi kano do ina step to ina lokatsarage.
Former Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh praised the passage of the Waqf Amendment Bill 2025 and the Mussalman Waqf Repeal Bill through both houses of the Parliament, calling it a landmark step for Indian society. Singh emphasized the legislation's potential to empower previously marginalized groups and increase transparency in Waqf property management. These bills will empower those who have long been excluded from opportunities, providing them with the means to actively participate in the growth of our society, Singh stated in a tweet on April 4. The former Chief Minister credited Prime Minister Narendra Modi for his visionary leadership and unwavering dedication to building a more just and inclusive India. The Lok Sabha passed a contentious Waqf Amendment Bill early Thursday following a marathon 12-hour debate. The final vote tally showed 288 in favor and 232 against, with all opposition amendments rejected by voice vote. Throughout the debate, the ruling National Democratic Alliance (NDA) defended the legislation as beneficial for minorities, while opposition members characterized it as anti-Muslim. Union Ministers Kiren Rijiju strongly rejected claims that minorities face threats in India. There is no place safer than India for minorities. I am also a minority and we are all living here without any fear and with pride, Rijiju stated following the debate. The minister further argued that minorities in India are protected because the majority is entirely secular, pointing to communities like Parsis as evidence that even small minority groups live safely in the country. PMGSY road constructed from Sagang Sugnu Road to Wango Makha found lack of quality control. Grass erected on the road during 1 month of completion of the road, irate villagers drew the attention of the authorities concerned to look into the matter and do the needful at the earliest. Union Home Minister Shri Amit Shah, speaking in the Rajya Sabha on April 4, addressed the ethnic violence in Manipur, asserting that he does not intend to politicize the sensitive issue. However, he drew a sharp comparison with the situation in West Bengal Sandesh Khali, directly targeting the Trinamool Congress (TMC). Accusing the TMC of double standards on violence against women, Shah acknowledged that racial violence had led to abuses against women from both communities in the northeastern state. Many women had to face abuse, he said, while stressing that the center condemned such incidents. Turning his focus on West Bengal, Shah said there was nothing in West Bengal, and yet hundreds of women were abused in Sandesh Khali. No action was taken in the RG Kar hospital incident. Your government did nothing, and a person of your own party was behind it whom you had to suspend. He added, we support neither, and you cannot have double stands. Amit Shah further said that 13 meetings have taken place with both the communities. It was a High Court order that triggered the violence in the state in May 2023. The interpretation of the order led to insecurities among the tribal community about losing reservation status, and it became a tribals versus non-tribal issue. 13 meetings have taken place with both the communities. The resolution was brought late to the House because the meetings continued. Even when the budget session was on, 2 meetings took place, and the third and final meeting soon with the 2 communities in Delhi will be held soon. I hope both communities will understand and take the route of dialogue, Shah said. The Union Home Minister said that the Union government is not in favor of continuing President's rule in the state even for a single day. Union Home Minister Shri Amit Shah moved the resolution for Rajya Sabha not to the presidential proclamation for the President's rule in Manipur, and Parliament confirmed the imposition of President's rule in Manipur. Meanwhile, Shiv Sena MP Militant said the government wants peace, development, progress and stability in Manipur. All the parties were concerned about Manipur. We want peace, development, progress and stability. The Union Home Minister rightly said that this is not something that should be politicized. Imposing the president's rule is not something that any government would want to do. Politicians and political parties must also work with the government, Diora said. And now let's take a short break and we will return with more news updates. Stay tuned.
Sky Hospital News Bulletin.
AMD Abdul Salam Kawi, Shangmajin, Hangul, Mamang Laikai, the Lajabani, Nupi, Asi, Heart Patient, or Mahatna Naba, Hodapade Hauna, State Chandigarh, Adega, Gohati, the Chupujarude, Manipurgi, Hospital, Atay, the Chupujaduna, Lying Jerui, Pabangam, the Duna, I Pasha, Atay, the Kayamarum Sanguram, Pibam Shokna, Sky Hospital, Asida Pujarapani, Other Haujiti, Ikoigi, Sar, Sankasor, Dr. Sap Asilga, Thienabadagi, Mahakna, Yenbiduna, Nasi, Aginu PHC, Kingba Yabugi chance, Lade, Mapuka Mawaina, Ikogi Sarna, Hanbibara, Haina Kanjare, Agit Hamoida, Dr. Sankasorna, Yenbiba Asumaina, Atay Hospital, Kayamarunda, Aina Chatuba, Asumaina, Yenbide.
Sky Hospital, providing the ultimate heart care in Manipur.
Mama Amoin, Macha Adugi Makol Kuding, Kangbangamli. Adubu, Angang Adugi, Sor Honba Asina, Kari Haribano, Haibadu, Kangbangamtri. Iche, Munayang View, Subina Sor, Kanakana Honbase, Pneumonia or Ambasia, Tengtabiro Dabane, Manangpa Health Center Doctor Amaga, Tanabiga Daban. India da Chai Kudingi. 1.5 lakhs muki angang singna hairiba laina asigi khayata tari
Doctor kashu tawredabra
kashu tawreda thengtharam labadi aruphem orpo yai lumna thambiyu maphijauna thambidam yai makhai gas stop senabiyu maikudagi lap thopiyu lok toina khoba sor thuna honba thabaki makha wairap subsanba fever tawrabadi pneumonia ga mari lene pneumonia dagi akoi punna ngak thokminarsi.
Welcome back after the short break, and now let's continue with more news updates. The Ziliangrong United Front ZUF stands firmly with the Liangmai Naga Council, Manipur LNCM, in the stance of no more taxes to the government of the People's Republic of Nagalim, GPRN. The directive issued by LNCM to all the Liangmai CSOs and villages or settlements in Manipur on March 28, 2025 is crystal clear: no more taxes to GPRN. The two core statements of the order, explicitly declared in bold letter in Liangmai dialect, stated, GPRN, no one is allowed to pay tax to the GPRN and tax. Let the collection of the taxes on the roads by GPRN be stopped. A press release issued by Louis Gangmei, Secretary, Information and Publicity, Ziliangrong United Front, stated that this bold step by LNCM is not without reason. The Maram Thangal region of NSC and IM take the law into their own hands, disregarding the option of the customary laws that have governed Naga society for generations. The aggressive manipulation and intrusion in trying to redraw the traditional land boundaries of the Mareme village of Kangpokpi district, Manipur, and ancient Liangmai village without any consultation with the true stakeholders, particularly the Ziliangrong people, is nothing but an utter act of arrogance, greed, and the absolute abuse of power, which is highly condemnable by every right-thinking minds of any civil societies. The situation is nothing short of an outrageous and barbaric transgression, with a series of brutalizing innocent villagers with physical torture, abusing power through the barrel of a gun, engaging in sexual harassment with innocent women, desecrating religious figures, forcefully uprooting families from their own homes, and vandalizing their houses and properties. This appalling incident has now happened in the dawn of April 1st, 2025, while the villagers of Marimai were in their peaceful sleep. They were abruptly awakened by a group of NSC and IM thugs who fired gunshots as a threat and forcibly ordered them to leave their village before daybreak. The villagers were subjected to severe physical assault, beaten mercilessly, struck with the butt of guns, and verbally abused, including the village pastor. As a result, the entire Marimai villages have been forcibly evicted and are now seeking refuge in a relief camp at Thonglang Akutpa village of Kangpokpi district in Manipur. Does this act of brutal displacement bring you satisfaction? Do you find justification in driving your fellow Nagas from their homes and forcing them into a state of helplessness? The proclaimed vision of Nagaland for Christ stands in stark contradiction to such ruthless actions. It holds no meaning when even a pastor is not spared from violence, let alone innocent villagers. Such barbarity exposes the hypocrisy of those who claim to fight for a just cause while engaging in acts of sheer cruelty, the press release added. In a significant political development, 7 MLAs from Manipur met with Himanta Biswa Sarma, the convener of the North-East Democratic Alliance (NEDA) and Chief Minister of Assam. The details of the meeting have not been disclosed, but they are important given the current political landscape in Manipur. The delegation included prominent leaders from the state: K. Govinda Singh, K.H. Ibomsa Singh, T.H. Shanti Singh, M. Rameshwar Singh, T.H. Shyamkumar Singh, L. Susindro Mayde, M.D. Abdul Nasir, and K. Sarat Singh, General Secretary of BJP Manipur. While no official statement has been made regarding the discussions, the meeting has fueled speculation about possible political realignments or strategic planning within Manipur's ruling camp. Given Manipur's history of political volatility, engagements with key regional leaders like Sharma often signal significant shifts in governance, party strategy, or upcoming electoral decisions. With NEDA playing a crucial role in BJP's Northeast expansion, such interactions often indicate critical decisions are being made. Further updates are awaited as political circles keenly watch the outcome of this high-level discussion. After Congress Chief Mallikarjun Kharge demanded an inquiry into Manipur violence and asked the Centre to table a white paper in the House, Home Minister Amit Shah launched a scathing attack at the party, stating that the political sallies of the opposition cannot heal wounds of those marred by violence in the state. Speaking in Rajya Sabha, Amit Shah clarified the Centre's decision to impose President's rule, stating that the move was not politically motivated, unlike previous Congress-led governments. We did not impose the President's rule in Manipur to fall the government like the Congress used to do. On February 11, the Chief Minister resigned, and it was claimed that it was because the Congress was going to bring the no-confidence motion, he noted. He dismissed the claim, stating that the Congress lacked the numbers to bring such a motion. After the resignation, no party proposed a government, and in that situation, it was decided that a president's rule would be imposed, Shah explained. The Home Minister also pointed out that the situation in Manipur had stabilized in recent months, informing that there has been no violence for months before their resignation until today. He cautioned against what he called the myth that the Centre had failed to manage the crisis. A myth should not be created that the President's rule was imposed because we were unable to handle the situation. Comparing past and present governance in the state, Shah took a swipe at the Congress, saying 7 years ago the Congress government was there in Manipur. There was a curfew for 225 days a year. 1,500 people were killed in encounters. He also differentiated between various forms of internal conflict. There is a difference between racial violence and Naxalism, and the ways to tackle violence of them are different. Violence between two communities is different from the violence against the state, he said. Earlier, speaking in the Rajya Sabha, Congress Chief Mallikarjun Kharge demanded an inquiry into Manipur violence and asked the central government to table a white paper in the House. More than 260 people have died and over 60,000 have been displaced. Families have been torn apart, yet the BJP watched it in silence. Manipur's economy has collapsed, GST collections have fallen. The state saw the horrifying situation, Kharge said in Rajya Sabha. He further said that the then Manipur Chief Minister Biren Singh should have taken the moral responsibility and should have resigned on the first day of the violence. The BJP is working to save Prime Minister Narendra Modi but not Manipur. The Prime Minister refused to go there. What is the reason that Prime Minister Modi did not visit Manipur? Entire Manipur was burning in spite of that, but Modi ji did not go there. He might have gone to a number of foreign countries during that time, but he did not step in Manipur. Rahul Gandhi visited Manipur and met the victims. Supreme Court judges and NGOs visited Manipur, but the Prime Minister did not. The Congress chief further claimed that the Bharatiya Janata Party (BJP) has no plans to bring peace in Manipur. Mallikarjun Kharge urged the Prime Minister to visit Manipur at the earliest and resolve the law and order situation there. A statutory resolution confirming the imposition of President's rule in violence-torn Manipur, with members across party lines supporting the decision, was adopted by the Rajya Sabha early Friday. Despite opposition members criticizing the centre for failing to restore law and order in the state and control violence, the government said it was making all efforts to bring normalcy. It further asserted that its policy was not to impose President's rule in states. Speaking at the end of the discussion on the resolution, Union Home Minister Amit Shah said a meeting between the two communities from Manipur is likely to take place in the national capital soon. Shah informed the House that 2 meetings between the communities have already taken place in Manipur. He hoped a third would take place in the New Delhi soon. The minister informed the members that the government had taken all necessary steps to bring back normalcy in the northeastern state. Shah informed the House that 2 meetings between the communities have already taken place in Manipur. He hoped a third would take place in New Delhi soon. He also attacked the opposition for politicizing the violence and said similar incidents took place in the state during Congress regime when no Prime Minister visited the state. The Delhi High Court on Wednesday denied bail to Moirangthem Anand Singh, held for his alleged links with some Myanmar-based rebel groups and conspiring to wage war against India by exploiting the ethnic unrest in Manipur. A bench of Justices Pratibha M. Singh and Amit Sharma said granting him bail would entail flight risk and a possibility of the case's witnesses being influenced. The court said the National Investigation Agency, the NIA, had established a prima facie case against him, supported by material evidence showing his involvement in the alleged offenses. The accused, on the other hand, failed to satisfy the parameters laid down under the tripod test in Section 439 of the CRPC, namely the seriousness of the offense, the possibility of influencing witnesses or tampering with the evidence, and the likelihood of fleeing from justice, it said. Singh was arrested in September 2023 from Manipur and brought to Delhi for questioning. He was one of the 5 persons arrested by Manipur police for allegedly possessing weapons looted from a police armory. As per NIA's claim, Singh's arrest was in a case of transnational conspiracy by Myanmar-based terror groups to wage war against the government of India by exploiting the current ethnic unrest in Manipur. The NIA registered the case on July 19, 2023 in Delhi, and its probe showed the proscribed terror groups were recruiting over ground workers, cadres, and sympathizers to augment their strength to carry out attacks on security forces and opposing ethnic groups by exploiting current unrest in the state. They were collecting arms, ammunition, and explosives by unlawful means, including plunder and pillage of government facilities and resources, the agency added. The High Court referred to the events transpiring over 4 to 5 days after Singh's arrest to note the influence he commanded in the area. Now let's take another short break and we will return with more news updates. Stay tuned.
Karigumba hakchangi mafam amada unsada wauthaba natraga ngangleinaba machu leiraba hariba mafam adu paibada thengbada khangdraba anaba amadi aying asha fawdraba khong khutta pangthaba amadi jingjing lawa fawrabadi mado leprosy oramba yai hariba laina asi mycobacterium leprae koba bacteria makal ashina thokanbani amadi The Vishwasta Yumfam Oiduna, Mio Aduki Pop Natraga, Karmana Oirakpanati. Hojikti Leprosy MDT gi Matina, Chada Chama Fanmangamle Amadi, Mashigi lying asi, Langaki Ana lying Shangshinda, Lemnes lying Jeri. Karigumba Leprosy Nana Kangdok Hoduna, lying Hobatarabadi, Laina Asina, Soinai Handaki, Naktopa, Ilai Line Shungami. Kaubigano, Leprosina Sokaluraba Mio Amabu, lying Labamatum Faratuna, Hanagi Punsirolda, Inhanbangambata Natana, Maromdom Lepchiduna, Mimana Hinjaba, Nami, Maramashina, Leprosina Sokaluraba. Miyoi Shingsu Samashta Masagi Hak Chap Chana Lejay. Maramashina Kanigumba Makoibu Tati Tawoina Tobirabadi Mado Miyoi Bagi Hak Kongaung Namadi Amadi Ain Gi Tonga Chairak Chap Chana Fambiai. Nashi Aikoi Punna Amata Oida Lepminaduna Malem Dagi Leprosy Maru Fonga Mutatuna Leprosibu Mai Tiba Pirisi. Miamgi Damakta Pok Jenjeriba Directorate of Health Services and National Leprosy Eradication Program National Health Mission Manipur.
Sky Hospital News Bulletin.
AMD Abdul Salam Kawi, I Shangmajin, Hangul, Mamang Laikai, the Lajabani, Nupi, Asi, Heart Patient, Mahatna Naba, Hodapadi Hauna, I State Chandigarh, and they go Guwahati, the Chupujarure, Manipurgi Hospital, Atay, the Chupujaduna lying Jerui, Pabangam, the Duna, I Pasha, Atay, the Kayamarum Sangurabana, Pibam Shokna, Sky Hospital, Asida Pujarapani, and the Haujiti, I Koigi, Sar Sankasor, Dr. Sap Asilga, Thienabadagi, Mahakna, Yenbiduna, Nasi, Aginupi, Kingba Yabugi chance, Lade, Mapoka Mawaina, I could Sarna, Hanbibra, Haina Kanja, Kanjara, I get Hamoida, Hard Dr. Sankasorna, Yenbiba Asumaina, at a hospital, Kayamarunda, in a chat over the Asumaina Yenbide.
Sky Hospital, providing the ultimate heart care in Manipur.
ꯑꯃ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯃꯆꯥ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯃꯈꯣꯜ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯃꯛ ꯈꯪꯕ ꯉꯝꯂꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯕꯨ ꯑꯉꯥꯡ ꯑꯗꯨꯒꯤ ꯁꯣꯔ ꯍꯣꯟꯕ ꯑꯁꯤꯅ ꯀꯔꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕꯅꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯗꯨ ꯈꯪꯕ ꯉꯝꯗ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯏꯆꯦ ꯃꯨꯟꯅ ꯌꯦꯡꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯁꯨꯕꯥꯏꯅ ꯁꯣꯔ ꯀꯟꯅ ꯍꯣꯟꯕꯁꯦ ꯅꯦꯃꯣꯅꯤꯌꯥ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯝꯕꯁꯨ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯊꯦꯡꯊꯕꯤꯔꯣꯏꯗꯕꯅꯤ ꯃꯅꯥꯛ ꯅꯛꯄ ꯍꯦꯜꯊ ꯁꯦꯟꯇꯔꯒꯤ ꯗꯣꯛꯇꯔ ꯑꯃꯒ ꯇꯥꯟꯅꯕꯤꯒꯗꯕꯅꯤ ꯏꯟꯗꯤꯌꯥꯗ ꯆꯍꯤ ꯈꯨꯗꯤꯡꯒꯤ 1.5 lakhs muki angangsingna hairiba laina asigi khayata tari
ꯗꯣꯛꯇꯔ ꯀꯩꯁꯨ ꯇꯧꯔꯣꯏꯗꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ
ꯀꯩꯁꯨ ꯇꯧꯔꯣꯏꯗ ꯊꯦꯡꯊꯔꯝꯂꯕꯗꯤ ꯑꯔꯨꯕ ꯐꯤꯕꯝ ꯑꯣꯏꯔꯛꯄ ꯌꯥꯏ ꯂꯨꯝꯅ ꯊꯝꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯃꯐꯤ ꯌꯥꯎꯅ ꯊꯝꯕꯤꯒꯅꯨ ꯌꯥꯔꯤꯃꯈꯩ ꯒ꯭ꯌꯥꯁ ꯁ꯭ꯇꯣꯞ ꯁꯤꯖꯤꯟꯅꯕꯤꯌꯨ ꯃꯩꯈꯨꯗꯒꯤ ꯂꯥꯞꯊꯣꯛꯄꯤꯌꯨ ꯂꯣꯛ ꯇꯣꯏꯅ ꯈꯨꯕ ꯁꯣꯔ ꯊꯨꯅ ꯍꯣꯟꯕ ꯊꯕꯥꯛꯀꯤ ꯃꯈꯥ ꯋꯥꯏꯔꯞ ꯁꯨꯞꯆꯟꯕ ꯐꯤꯕꯔ ꯇꯧꯔꯕꯗꯤ ꯅꯤꯃꯣꯅꯤꯌꯥꯒ ꯃꯔꯤ ꯂꯩꯅꯩ ꯅꯤꯃꯣꯅꯤꯌꯥꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯄꯨꯟꯅ ꯉꯥꯛꯊꯣꯛꯃꯤꯟꯅꯔꯁꯤ
Welcome back again, and now let's take a look at more news updates. Delhi Meitei Coordinating Committee (DMCC) to organize a protest rally on 6 April 2025 at Jantar Mantar to raise awareness about the denial of Meitei religious rights at Mount Kabru. A press release issued by the media coordinator, Women Wing Naurem Lilina, stated that Mount Kabru is a sacred site for the Sanamahi faith, central to Meitei and Yalomi spiritual heritage for thousands of years. Since 5th May 2023, Meitei devotees have been denied access to perform religious rituals and pilgrimage. She also appealed to all the Meiteis in Delhi to attend the protest without fail. The Manipur Pollution Control Board, the MPCB, has called for popularization of the SUP, which is the Single-Use Plastic Public Grievance app aimed to control menace of pollution due to single-use plastics in the country. The need to popularize the SUP Public Grievance app was taken following the board's proceedings of second Interdepartmental Coordination Meeting on Cleanliness of Imphal City held on 7th March 2025. The SUP Public Grievance app was earlier launched by the Central Pollution Control Board, the CPCB Delhi, to ensure citizen participation for effective enforcement on the ban of single-use plastic items identified in the Plastic Waste Management Rules 2016 as amended. The move was taken in alignment with India's commitment to ban identified single-use plastic items by 30th June 2022 in response to Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi's clarion call to phase out SUPs by 2022 during the then World Environment Day, which was on June 5, 2018. Public can now report usage, manufacturing or stocking of banned single-use plastic items to the concerned authority through the app. The app can be downloaded and installed by scanning the QR code uploaded in the CPCB website, which is the cpcb.nic.in, or from Google Play Store or the Apple Store. The Manipur government is all prepared to carry out a massive drive against the use of single-use plastic, which is the SUP items, from April 15 with an intention to ban SUP in the state. A one-day consultative workshop on Plastic Waste Management Rules 2016 was held today at Imphal Hotel. The program was jointly organized by the Department of Municipal Administration, Housing and Urban Development, MAHUD, Directorate of Environment and Climate Change, and the Manipur Pollution Control Board. Addressing to media, the Principal Secretary of Forest, Environment and Climate Change, Joykumar said that the framework for the Manipur plastic policy and the ban of SUP is already in place. However, there is a lack of implementation, and concerted effort from various sections of society is much needed. He further said that the government will take up various strategies to stop using SUP and plastic waste management, creating massive awareness at various levels, starting from educational institutions to local clubs, community, village, city and district, etc. Above this, the authority concerned would impose punishment on anyone who violates the Manipur Plastic Policy 2022. He also highlighted the essence of media in sensitizing how SUP impacts in environment and health. Arun said that from April 15, a massive drive will be carried out against the use of SUP in the state. The initiatives for plastic management and the ban of SUP were taken up as a good cause for society with a long-term vision. As such, support and coordination from all sections of society are much needed at this hour.
To implement this policy, they get aware of their powers and what they are supposed to do, and also create awareness among people, starting from school onward and then go up. And also a kind of request to the media that to sensitize people how important it is that we don't use this single-use plastic. See, there also, as I said, strategy, punishment is okay, one part of it. But we are still interested in educating people. As I said, there would be workshop at the school level, at different levels, at the district level, the village level, the ULV level, the city level. Everywhere we will be having the workshop to educate people why they should not use this single-use plastic. Also educate the stockist and the distributor that they don't bring those things in our state.
The Manipur University Students' Union MUSU organized the Indigenous Games Meet 2025 under the theme Know Your Identity, Know Your Indigenous Game, an event aimed at reviving and promoting the rich heritage of indigenous sports deeply rooted in the state's culture and mythology. Speaking at the inauguration, MUSU President Nongthombam Suraj Singh expressed pride in hosting the first ever event of its kind at the university. This is the first time we are organizing this kind of Indigenous Games event. The games are very historical and mythological and associated with our culture and society, he said. Highlighting the significance of the meet, Suraj added, "It is a very important time to know and celebrate our Indigenous Games. We will try to organize this event every year." The Games Meet saw enthusiastic participation from students and faculty who engaged in traditional sports that once formed an integral part of the region's communal life. With the revival of these time-honored games, the event serves as a vibrant reminder of Manipur's cultural legacy and the importance of preserving indigenous knowledge through sport. Forest Department officials and Assam Rifles personnel launched a joint operation in Mizoram's Champhai district near the Myanmar border, leading to the rescue of 31 different species of exotic animals suspected to be smuggled from a neighboring country. 6 people, including a Myanmar national, were arrested from Zokathar village in the district on Wednesday for trafficking exotic animals worth Rs 1.3 crores in the international market, an official said on April 3. The rescued animals included 27 African spurred tortoises, 3 Patagonian maras, and an albino Burmese python. The 6 accused were sent to a district jail in Champhai as per the district judicial magistrate's order, the official said. Earlier on March 26, officials of the Karzol District Wildlife Division arrested a poacher for allegedly shooting a barking deer and a rufous-throated partridge in the forest. For ELITETV News Channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. And now, before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Manipur security forces cracked down on militant network with 13 arrests in separate operations. Women folk stormed at the residence of Joykumar, warned to ban as a candidature in future. Don't want to politicize Manipur issue, Amit Shah accuses TMC of hypocrisy over Sandesh Kali incident. Seven Manipur MLAs meet Himanta Biswa Sarma in Guwahati amid political churn. And landmark step towards inclusion, ex-Manipur Chief Minister hails passage of Waqf bills. Well, that was all the news we had for today. Thank you for tuning in to English News at ELITETV. Keep watching ELITETV. This is Amrita signing off for tonight. Have a good night.